Hey, hey, we don't have to water the garden now. We don't have to water the garden. Good idea, huh? Look at dumping. Holy smokes. Just got up and let the pup out. This gorgeous alpine glow, that pink hue on the skies. Isn't that pretty? I love it. Miss Molly's outside taking care of puppy business. A little bit of rain. Puppy, puppy, pup, pup. Last night, I never did cook that pork chop because it was nasty. But I had the grill going, so I went ahead and just cooked up a kielbasa I had in the fridge. It's frustrating to me. Come on, get in here. And we're going to put this thing through a bit of a workout today. Let's see how it does. And get some of this wood cleaned up. So, a little bit of ear protection, but it also lets me listen to some music. And then a little bit of eye protection and some gloves this time. Probably turn that off. Pretty fired up because I got a independent artist that I found on TikTok to send me some music so I could put them on the station. So they're unsigned, which is always super cool. Always super cool. So we'll check a few fluid levels here first. Before we get started. Probably go with a little more hydraulic in there. About halfway up on the needle. And I'm sure the oil's good. I checked that the other day. Take a peek at that as well. Oh yeah. Good and clean. Yeah. Molly, we're not playing ball. We're not playing ball right now, but you can take your ball over with you. Go. Here. Let's get a little more hydraulic oil in this thing before we get started. Hey. What you doing? Fuel on. Choke on. 1, 2. So I've got a bunch of hydraulic fluid here, and it looks like I'm leaking right out of this nut, and that could explain why the hydraulic fluid was low. I'm going to see if I can tighten that down, and hopefully it's not a debilitating thing here. I don't want to just feed hydraulic oil into the ground, so see if I can get a wrench on that. First we'll see. A 10 millimeter is probably bigger. Oh no, 10 millimeter, cool. So first we'll see if we can loosen that up. I just want to loosen it to get an idea of what could be going on in there. That's a bleeder hole. Down there. So it might actually supposed to be doing that. So, off the tank. Okay. Well, I mean, it looks like it's actually supposed to come out of there. I'll run this for a while more. It's not hurting anything other than the fact I got hydraulic oil leaking. And I'll get some more wood split. I'll have to do some reading later on this evening and see if that's actually supposed to be happening. Splitter works awesome. So I got no complaints about how it's working, but it just seems kind of foolish to me that it would be leaking that hydraulic fluid out. might have got a little carried away. Remember that pile of wood that I had back behind me here? Where I had been bucking up all those logs, and I had like 2 rows of logs stacked up, I don't know, 4 feet high. Yeah, let me show you what we got now. Here's a reminder of what it looked like, and here's a reminder, or here's what we have now. You whining? You can't get your ball? Hang on, all you need is your ball first. Get your ball. Come on. So yeah, once I got started and started rocking and rolling with this, I didn't want to stop. So I went ahead and split everything that I had here. And I kind of wanted to see how much wood I had here because, you know, we'll let you guys guess, but I was kind of pleasantly shocked. There is an issue with the splitter. It does leak hydraulic fluid, and it leaks it where I showed you me pulling that nut off and then putting it back on. It's designed to actually escape there so that it doesn't build up too much pressure. And I'll have to get with Todd because he's got the same unit and have him take a look at it and figure out how much of a easy fix this is going to be. But other than that, you know, other than spending a little money on hydraulic fluid, it works like a top. Let's go back in. I'll stack the rest of this up and show you the wood pile we got. Kind of a nice little system there next to that wheel. Todd was saying that he thought that was going to be too high, but I think it turned out perfect because half the time the split logs fall right into the wheelbarrow. So these 2 stacks are roughly 10 feet long. And they are, we'll call it 48 inches high by 36 inches wide, and a cord is 4 by 4 by 8. So we'll ask Mr. Google here, how much wood is in a firewood stack that is 4 feet tall, 3 feet wide, and 10 feet long? It's 120 cubic feet of firewood in that pile, which is 0.9375 of a cord. So just under a full cord of firewood here. And most of this was those logs that, you know, I just had laying around. So I am already pretty close to what I had starting last winter for firewood. But yeah, got all that done. Put a couple of more rows in here, at least another full row, and then I can go up a little bit higher as well. I'll end up with about 2 cords in here. I only burned pretty much like a cord of firewood last year. But yeah, I'm pretty fired up. The wood splitter works nice. It's starting to rain out there. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but I think I'm going to wheel the wheelbarrow out there and pick up the split shavings. I can use those as kindling for fire starters. Go lay down. Oh. I'm going to step on you or I'm going to trip on you and get hurt, and then I'm going to freaking be angry, and we don't need that to happen. Throw your ball away because you can't leave it alone. I'll go find it here in a bit when we're done. I'm going to have to move the canopy too. She just keeps getting tangled in it. this in there so it stays dried out. Oh. Cracking puppy, come here. Come on. Come on. Let's get this over here. Come on. Come on. Where are you at? Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's get over here. Come on. Come here. Come here. Come on. He's a good girl. Come here, good girl. Come here, good puppies. Good girl. So since I went to town to pick this line up, I figured I'd stop off at Mickey D's. Grab a burger. Okay, how is this in here? Oh, there we go. Cool. Nice. We'll go ahead and we'll restring this, and then my whole rest of this evening is going to be about a line in one form or another. There we go. Nice. It's probably long enough. I need to get a... I need to get something to cut that line with. Let's see how long this is. It's probably long enough. Not even going to measure it. This is a nice little, I mean really nice little home light trimmer. There we go. So basically when you're doing this, it's got a hole on each side. You run it through that hole, and then you want your line to be roughly the same length on both sides. This just unscrews. Come on. There we go. And then this goes into here, comes out that side. This goes into this one and comes out this side. And then this whole thing don't make a mess here, Sean. Well, there we go. Goes right back on. There we go. And this screws in. You just finger tight this. And then it's got a little thing where you push it in and turn it. And then that'll wind it up. And this will be ready for use tomorrow. I think I'm going to move this canopy from where it's sitting now to over by the campfire. I'm going to just start parking the truck back in front again. And the reason why I want to do that is it'd be nice to sit by the campfire in the evenings, and if it's going to rain, I can set my barbecue and everything up over there. If it's going to rain, I could still enjoy a nice campfire in the rain, stay dry. Like I said, after trying to get this thing started, oh shoot, this is rocking right along here. Let's cut that. I'm a little bit off here. There we go. Now we're fine. So after using this down there, I finally got it working right, and it just rock and rolled. What are you doing, puppy? How are you? You got dinner before I had to leave. On, run to town real quick. That's right. Here's your stick. Go. Oh, okay. I am going to grab my headphones, put this up, and then get the next thing that I'm going to work on here started, and then we'll talk about salmon. How's that sound? Oh, it's a good girl. What's that good girl doing? What's that good puppy doing? Oh! There we go. I do like this smaller wheel over here because I can work on the tabletop. So, when you're fishing for sockeye salmon, here in Alaska anyway, there's 3 different ways to catch sockeye. The first, and probably one of the coolest ways that you'll ever see, and you've probably seen a million videos on it, or pictures of it, and wondered what the heck these people are doing, is what they call dip netting. And you could do dip netting from the shore, or you could do dip netting from the boat. But generally speaking, the way that dip netting works is you've got a net with a 5 or 6 foot hoop on a long pole, and you take that net, right, on its side like this, and you know, like this is the bank of the river right here, and you walk out and you slide that thing on the end of that rod, and your hoop for your net is sitting down right in the water, okay? And then as the fish are making their way up towards the mouth of the river's over here, they swim into that net. You'll feel the net start to jiggle, you pull the net back, and you've got salmon in there. So that's kind of a really cool way to fill the freezer, we'll say. The limit on that is 25 fish for the head of household, along with 10, I believe it's 10 fish for every other person in the household. So, you know, if you've got a family of 6, you've got 25 plus the other 5 people, 50, so you can get 75 salmon that way. It doesn't stop you from fishing with a line. You can still go out and fish with a rod and reel after you're done, but that is all you can catch as far as sockeye go. You know, as far as sockeye go with dip netting. So that's method number 1. Method number 2 for sockeye is what they call snagging. And snagging is illegal on the Kenai River, but it is completely legal in Seward. And the reasons for that, I believe, are that the Seward sockeye are hatchery sockeye, most of them, as opposed to the Kenai sockeye, which are wild run salmon, or wild run sockeye. So snagging is done with a treble hook, and if you want to see snagging in action, Eric and Ariel from Simple Living Alaska just did a video where they went out shrimping with their boat, and in that video they show you, they went to Seward, and they show you that, go get it, you can get it. Well, unless I'm sitting on your table. Sorry. They show you how to snag for sockeye salmon. And while I have tried that in the past, I've never had any success with it, personally. And for me to go snagging for sockeye in Seward, it's basically let's say 4 hours of my day is spent driving. So 2 hours to get over there minimum, 2 hours to get back minimum, and then, you know, fishing the tides over there for sockeye. And then finally, the way that I fish on the Kenai River, which is what's called flossing. And so flossing is, let's see if I've got a line set up here, which is what I'm doing today. I'm getting all my line, all my hooks and everything ready. Let's see what I got here. I probably got one in the bag. No. Maybe I don't. Flossing is, you toss a hook out, or you toss a line out, and on your line you have weight and a leader, and your leader's about, let's say your leader's about that long, so fingertip to fingertip, probably 6 feet, 5 to 6 feet. And then on the end of the leader, you have a couple of weights up where the leader ties off to your main line. At the end of the leader, you have a hook, and then you have to have some kind of an indicator on there, or else you are snagging. So what I use is yarn, and generally I use the red yarn here for this. And so I'll tie up a bunch of hooks with what they call egg loop knots, and that's what I'm trying to find right now. So I know I've got something here, or I thought I did, but apparently I don't. I'll tie up a bunch of hooks with egg loop knots, and then you push the line back, and I'll show you after I'm done tying one. You push the line back and you slide the yarn through there, and then you just kind of pull the line back with the hook. And I show this in a video with Jason and Elaine when we were fishing for sockeye here on the river, and it was the first time they'd ever been flossing. And basically, I'm facing the river right now, okay? And I'm standing in the water, and I'm standing up to my knees, basically, or maybe even a little higher. You know, you don't need to go that deep because the fish are close to shore. They're making their way up the river. And the river's flowing from here down, right, across the front of me. So the river's going down this way. So I take my line and I flip it out. And you want to have just enough weight to feel your line bouncing on the bottom of the river. And basically the whole motion is flip the line out as your rod's coming across like this. When you get to this point, you just take your line and you draw it back. And they call it flossing because as the sockeye are coming up, they're not going to bite the fish or bite the lure. They're just going to keep their mouths opening and closing. So when your line comes across, right, with the hook, as it hits their mouths and you pull back, you're hooking them in the mouth with the hook. You're not supposed to snag on the Kenai River. I don't know how to define that any other way than snagging, but any hook that is not a mouth hook on the Kenai River when you're flossing is considered a foul catch or a foul hook, and you have to take the hook out and throw the fish back in the river. And I don't keep foul hook fish, so that is what I'm doing right now. Is I'm just going to get a bunch of these here. Oh yeah, I have one right here. Cool. I'm going to get a bunch of hooks ready to go because what will happen a lot is I'll get caught on rocks underneath the river. And as I'm pulling back, it'll snap them. So let me show you. So this is a number 2 hook right here, and I've got it all wrapped up and ready to go. And let me show you what. Now I'll get up here by the camera so hopefully you can see this better. Okay. This is an egg loop knot. Come on. Focus in, focus in. And this is a terrible way to focus. Come on, get in there. There we go. And if I push this line back here through the eye of the hook, you'll see that opens up, right? And that's where you can put an egg sac at, or in the case of what I'm doing is I'm putting an indicator, a piece of yarn on there, and then I'm tightening it back up. So what I'm doing now is I'm just going to build a bunch of leaders, and watch out, buddy. I'm going to build a bunch of leaders, and then I'm going to get them all packed in packages like this. And this hook is generally smaller than what I normally use. I keep all these extra weight bags because they're great for holding all my hooks when I'm done. So I've got This is basically this is a 2, and I've got a whole package of 4s here. I'll go through and I'll see what else I have in here. I've got swivels, I've got all that stuff ready to go. So I'm going to get these all tied up. And I like to start the season with, you know, as many as I can, at least like a dozen. And then that way I'm not spending all day trying to tie hooks on while I'm fishing. You know, I may be tying leaders back on, but the hooks are already set up and ready to go. And it's a heck of a lot cheaper to do this yourself at home than it is to buy pre-made leaders. It's just a cheap way to do it. Besides, it's kind of fun. All right, so I'm gonna wrap this up. This is ready. I ended up with, oh, I did have one more, but that's all right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So set up and ready to go. 11 of those. I got extra hooks here, but these are the bigger ones. I don't really use those for sockeye. I mean, I guess I could. It swivels all over the place. The last one didn't get a swivel because I didn't want to open a package. Let's take all this stuff inside. It's been raining out here for a while now. My hands are getting cold anyway. Shove this in the shed with the fishing gear, and that is ready to go. We are ready for sockeye as far as that is concerned. Alright, as I'm getting ready to edit this video, I didn't update you guys on a few things that I did before we got done. Oh, Miss Molly. That's right. So I moved the canopy over to here. You spastic dog. You're just freaking nuts. Come on. And I got it kind of sitting over the campfire, so I'll actually be able to enjoy the campfire when it's raining. I don't know if I updated after weed eating over here and showing you the garden and stuff like that. I didn't finish weed eating because I ended up having to run line. You saw that. But we've been getting a crazy amount of rain. Dog, quit knocking me over. So let's get this out of the way. Look at these potatoes. They're absolutely going insane. They are doing so well. It's crazy. Apparently I didn't have one planted there, and that's why nothing grew there. But so this is one variety. I'm drawing a blank on the Caribs. These are the Caribs on this side, and then this is the other variety, which I think are just regular old-fashioned reds. The onions are doing awesome. I'm super excited about how they're turning out. And I'm just letting things go. We've been getting a ton of rain, and I haven't had to water anything. What we got going now? Nice. So yeah, look at the white onion here. Stop, Molly. Stop. Look how big that onion is there. Most of these are above. I'll come through here. Get your nose out of there. Don't you eat my onions. Don't eat them. Okay. And then finally, Molly, get out of there. Come on. Yeah, and then finally, one last thing to show you. What are you doing? You are just so goofy. So I've made no secret that I've had issues with the truck. And that pickup truck I bought in 2019, I got it used. It had 43,000 miles on it, and it had 174,000 miles on it. As of last week, and it's been in and out of the shop. I know that Molly, get up here, come here, come on. I know that it's going to be really, really expensive going forward to maintain. And there comes a point in my life where I look at what the maintenance cost is going to be, and once that outweighs what the cost of replacing it would be, then that's what I do. So I bought a new truck. Kind of looks the same style, but I love it. There's a couple of things I need to do to it myself. I want to put some running boards on it. because I'm getting way too old to step up inside of it. And then I want to replace the battery with a gel cell battery so that I don't run into any issues in the winter. I'm getting roughly 25 miles an hour, or 25 miles per gallon driving this thing, which is a lot more than I had before. And I also don't know if I showed you the work I had done here. I had some dirt work done, and if I already showed you that, then I'll probably just cut this video out and I'll say I'm Sean in Alaska. I hope you guys have a fantastic week. You'll want to catch the live on Friday, because I am going to go live on Friday, rain or shine, doesn't really matter. But yeah, have a fantastic week, guys. And if not, let me show you what else I got going here. I hired a local gal to come out here with a loader and had her put a path in here for me going back, so it'll be easier to walk back and forth across this to get to the solar panels in winter. She's going to clean up all of this stuff as well when she gets back from the slope. She works on the slope 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off. So we're going to get all the prep work done here for where the bedroom, let me back this up here. Wrong way. So where the bedroom's going to go, right? The bedroom's going to go over here. So we'll get all this cleaned up and done. Look at the wildflowers. Are they beautiful or what? And then the first fireweed bloom that I've seen on the property this year. It's just a gorgeous flower. Pretty, pretty, pretty. I'm going to have her do a little bit of cleaning up back around here as well, because we now have a new path going up to the greenhouse. And again, you know, if I already showed this, I'm sorry. It's been a week. It's been a crazy week. So now we have the access there over to the driveway over here. And then we've got a nice little walking path straight up from, you walk out the cabin door and walk up to the greenhouse. That's kind of what I wanted, a nice little path going up here. But yeah, that's pretty much it. The leak that I had in the splitter, from everything that I looked at and everything that I read, it's more than likely the fact that this slopes down, and that's where the reservoir of the hydraulic fluid is. So the issue is not that I've got a seal or anything out of whack. I just have to balance this beam back up again where it needs to be. It needs to be about this high. It's probably down about 3 inches lower than the rest of the splitter. So yeah, busy week for me. The truck was giving me fits on Tuesday, and I was just frustrated beyond belief because it wouldn't do it for the mechanic no matter what we did. So I went to look at new trucks on Tuesday, and Tuesday night I brought one home. So that's it. I hope you guys have a fantastic week. All right, I got to get this video edited.